And let's go.
Bounced off.
It's time for Bikes, Mikes, and Idiots with your hosts, Ubi and Eric.
Alrighty, guys, here we go again. We got us a special episode for you.
Well, howdy ho! This is Bikes, Mikes, and Idiots.
So we got something special going on today because,
we're special.
oh, that too. But we got Christmas just passed by the time this is going to come out because we usually
Editing.
drop on Fridays. Editing too.
And we got the beep, 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 beep for all the dumb things we're going to say.
Oh, I'm sure, exactly. But we usually drop on Fridays, and Christmas is on a Wednesday this year.
Wednesday, yeah. It's kind of a weird middle of the week.
Yeah,
But we have double holiday.
That is true. And then you got New Year's the next Wednesday after that. So that's always fun. Always having the middle of the week holidays. Never get the 4-day weekend,
No.
5-day weekend.
No, that would have been nice this year for sure.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This
But
year.
hey,
We've been having.
That's the way it goes. Especially when you got Mr. Hanky. Well, howdy ho, I'm here to say hello to you guys, and I like to go with Mike, Bikes, and Idiots because they're like the best guys on the planet.
Well, and you consider, like, this end of the year for us has been rough. So we haven't had.
We have not had a regular time for us to get together. Schedules have been crazy. Things going on in our lives. It just
Personal issues, medical, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Like, so for the people that don't know, that are just joining us, we normally would have lunches on Fridays.
Yep.
That would be like our thing. So that's where this kind of all, hey, we're going to do Fridays. And last time we did a lunch, it's been months.
Yeah, because I don't have Fridays off anymore.
So it's kind of killed our whole.
Well, I kind of do, but not really.
You kind of got every day off. Day.
Yeah.
Quote
Well,
unquote.
day, yeah, day shift, yeah.
But so we haven't really had that chance to really just.
Well, and your schedule changed too. Like you
my
went
schedule
from having
changed.
your different days off to different ones, and
Yeah,
it
is
is what it is. We're figuring it out.
But we're gonna try to get back to our
Regularly scheduled programming.
regularly scheduled programming, which we haven't really had for a while. So
No.
and luckily we haven't had to have any scrolling text, any Star Wars text
No.
for a while.
For a while.
Which I'm sure now that we said that.
Because we went snowballs deep.
So as you can see, this is a special Christmas episode.
Yes, sir.
Eric's got his whole.
Flashy snowballs deep, and I'll like it. Oh, I don't.
No,
that's
you
for the
can't show that.
Patreons
That's
only.
Patreon only.
They can't see the whole sweater. Almost said sweatshirt. Same idea.
Same thing.
Sweating my ass off.
Pull over.
Pull a
Cardigan.
Cardigan. Thanks for asking.
That is such a great movie.
Yes, yeah. Well, it is. I mean, that's speaking of movies. We'll talk about Christmas
We will
movies
talk
today
about
a little
Christmas
bit later
movies.
on. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like certain lines stick with you, and Dumb and Dumber honestly has some of the best lines that stick.
So many.
You're alive, and you're a horrible shot.
What was that whole 1 in a million talk?
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much good in that one. Like, so if you guys hit us with a bunch of likes, or we at least get a bunch of views, maybe we'll do a Dumb and Dumber episode.
Oh, that would be good.
Do a little.
We'll have to get an orange suit and a blue suit.
There you go.
Oh God, with a top hat and everything. That would be funny.
That would be great.
It would be pretty good.
That would be great.
All right. So,
So guys,
what do you got for today, buddy? It's gonna be. We're gonna be a.
This is gonna be
quick one on this
a
one.
quickie one because holidays and everything. So
Yep.
we also have to
Get our
celebrate
families
holidays.
ready together.
Yeah.
And our families have to have some things. They have to have time with us.
They've had enough time.
Hello, God.
So since it's Christmas time, I'm sure you ran into the same issue that I did. So Christmas gift shopping or shipping. I mean, that's so for the people that are not like us, you did your Christmas shopping Black Friday probably.
Or way ahead of time.
Way ahead of time. And you had more than enough.
I'm like, Christmas is like a month and a half away.
We got time.
It's next week. Oh, God.
Yeah, I've done that where I've done the Christmas, the Black Friday stuff, but
there's no good sales anymore on it. It's not like they've toned it down so big because of all the dumb things that happen about it.
That too.
Well, and Amazon and online shopping has changed it a lot. It is now that creates its own set of problems, which I can talk about if you'd like. So
let's hear
ordered my parents these wonderful Christmas gifts on time. Like super happy. Like, yeah, they're going to get there on time. This is awesome.
Did you pay the extra for the Christmas wrapping?
I did the
Christmas.
Wrapping? Yeah, I did the Christmas wrapping, the gift card, the whole deal. I went all out with it. And ordered them. And last week, they showed up here at my house because I selected the wrong address in Amazon. So I shipped my parents' presents to me here in Arizona. They live in New York.
I was just about to say, let's put a little preface in there because it's like I could drive down the street and drop them off.
No. They're 3,300 miles away. So
you don't want to do like a 30-hour drive to go drop them off at your
No,
parents' house?
I'm good. So the easiest thing for me to do was actually just reorder it and ship it to them again. So they're going to get two gifts that were the same this year.
Same thing.
So because the other ones, for me to box them, to keep them in the boxes and ship them, was more expensive than just buying it again and have Amazon shipping them.
Yeah, I could see that too.
So the shipping costs were high. Like that's
especially last minute.
Well, last minute to try to get there, get it there before Christmas. But yeah, I messed up on that one. I told I called my mom, like, Mom, I'm an idiot. She goes, yes, this, I know.
She's like, tell me something new.
And then I told her what happened, and she just started laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, I did that like 2 years ago with your guys' stuff. That's why it showed up like the day of Christmas. We're like, oh, well, that'll do it. So she's like, I returned my stuff, though. I'm not even going to return it to them because what I got them is something they could use. They have
they could use
their house in New York, and they have a place in Florida. So
they could have.
So they'll have one at each. There you go. See, I got you an even better Christmas present because it's one that you can put in each place. There you go.
But that's the thing, Christmas shopping. So for the people that don't know, we live in Tucson. That's obviously a thing we've put out many times. Yeah. But the people that don't know anything about Tucson, we're close enough to the border.
Oh, yes.
So you get inundated with people. Like, if you think your hometown is bad with Christmas shopping, like the people that are there to do Christmas shopping, imagine
half of Mexico's here right now doing Christmas shopping, which is great. I mean, it's good for U.S. commerce. I get that. But it stinks when you're trying to go out somewhere. Like, I took my daughter to lunch the other day. She had a doctor's appointment. And we rolled through the mall because the restaurant, that we always go to for lunch, is in a mall. And it was like, I had to search for a parking spot at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah, see, that's insane.
It was packed, wall to wall people. I'm like, it's one of those where you drive and you're like, do people even work in this town? Like
that's the thing. Like we've gone to lunch on different days of the week too,
and it's always open.
And yeah, we park pretty close to the front with our bikes and everything. No problems. Right now, it's just insane.
You're not going to get a parking spot. It's unbelievable.
So did you ever work? Did you ever work during Christmas time? Like, did you ever work at like a retail place during Christmas time?
No.
Oh, I did. Holy crap. It's insane.
I bet you wrapped presents, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, because you look like a present wrapper.
Although I can wrap presents pretty well.
I hate it. I hate it beyond all belief.
It is a pain. It is a pain. Yeah. Although I have done the whole thing of where you wrap presents extra.
Oh,
where you do like duct tape.
Oh, I've done things where like I've put like a gift card in a box and had like rocks in the box. So like it's this feels really heavy. Like, oh my God, this is really big. And did like a box within a box I did like 6 layers of boxes. Each one was wrapped. And it was like and it was something. It was like a $25 gift certificate. It wasn't even like anything cool.
nothing great.
Oh no! And it was like they were getting mad by the time they got to like box 4. They were getting really mad.
So I've done that too, and I did it one year with a nephew of mine that I knew his OCD enough to where I knew that like the first few boxes I did just one strip of duct tape to where it was all one continuous strip,
and then
by box like 3 or 4, I started doing strips at a certain point because I knew he was going to start taking each strip individually instead of just tearing it. It took him, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to unwrap it.
That's terrible. I love it.
That was great.
I honestly love it.
So
I think that's great.
And the first time I ever did it, I did it with my brother-in-law. He was sweating, literally sweating
trying to get through it.
By the time he got through it.
And that's good though. Those are the fun things that make Christmas fun. Like honestly, that's what makes Christmas fun. So like the wife and I always say, "Oh, I'm not going to get you anything this year."
Yeah, of course.
And every year I get her stuff.
Of course. I mean,
and same thing with her. So I'm no, don't give me anything. I'm good. And she goes and finds me something. Then
okay. So, but that's the thing is do you do things like you say you're not going to get anything, but do you get something kind of meaningful, or you just kind of get something?
Always get her something meaningful. I get her a meaningful gift, and then something that I know she really wants.
Okay, so the meaningful and the want is kind of
two different.
Almost
things.
in.
They're almost two different. I'm going to shut my flashing things off. It's killing me. That's almost two different realms. Yeah, I forgot it. Whatever. Yeah. It's almost two different realms of gift. Like honestly, like a meaningful versus what she wants.
Okay, so
those are two different categories.
So as an example then, what would be considered like a meaningful gift as opposed to a
So one year I got a picture that we had taken on a vacation with the whole family. Mm-hmm. And she had said, I just picked up one time when she was looking through it. She had pasted it on her Facebook and had talked about it. And I got it blown up into a really big thing. You all right there, buddy? I got it blown up into a larger picture, put it in a really nice picture frame. I mean, it was expensive because the picture frames are not cheap if you get a nice one.
Yeah.
So I had a nice picture frame and then a really good blow up of that picture. And then she loves massages. So I always get her a massage card, a gift card. So she wants the massage.
Yeah.
She didn't necessarily want the picture, but when she opened the picture, she started crying.
Oh, okay.
So she was like, it meant a lot. It was meaningful to her.
Okay.
Because it was this great family vacation we had gone on. And honestly, when you've got kids, you know this. It's so hard to get a good picture where everybody looks good. Yes. And this was like one of those like rarities that like we set the camera on, like take a burst of like 15 pictures.
Yeah.
And the camera got one that was good. And we're like, oh my God, that's like the best picture we've had of each other.
Yeah.
You know, of the family.
And it wasn't like you went to a photographer type picture.
Yeah, exactly. It just happened to be like a spontaneous one we threw up there with a tripod and hey, turn your camera on, let it take 10 pictures and see what happens. And wow, one of these is really, really good. And the other ones are like,
someone's not
looking.
doing,
not looking. Something happened. Somebody walks through the picture. But so that was one of the meaningful ones where she was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this for me.
That's awesome. See,
so whereas like she loves having the massages because she likes getting massages throughout the year.
Yeah.
So she wants the massage one. She didn't necessarily want the picture. That's the want versus the.
So that makes sense. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people really have that mindset of want versus
meaningful. Yeah, because meaningful and want are two. I think they're two different things. Obviously,
they could be the same thing too.
No, they can. Yeah, they could absolutely. Like she could say, "I want that picture," and I would. Yeah. And it would be very meaningful as well. But on this one, I did two separate routes.
Yeah. So, and I think with Christmas gift shopping, it's hard to hit everybody the same way. You know what I mean? It's hard to hit. I'd rather have a $5 gift that meant something that, there was some thought process put into it. Don't get me wrong, a $5 gift regardless, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But
so like a fuse for your bike when it kills your kills your fan.
Yeah, there's that.
or the right
battery.
The right battery that when you
that actually fit right and was
you didn't have to duct tape in just to get home.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a fun day. No, but it's Christmas shopping is such a pain. It really is.
Well, because I think, especially guys, we want to outdo ourselves from the previous year to make the ones that are special to us feel special.
Yes.
And that's the, I've always said, you know, when a guy tells you he doesn't want a gift, that's really kind of true. Like whatever he gets that's meaningful is good for him.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Hello, God.
Hello.
We have God on the episode today.
Yes.
Very fitting.
Yes.
So with meaningful gifts, it's I feel like those just hit more. They're, you know, they have a little more.
You got a little
value.
friend.
I do have
One of Santa's little elves is showing up to lick you.
Surprise! Well, I have pants on today, so
Yeah.
I'm not getting licked. Surprisingly, no, but it's a meaningful gift. I think just is so much better than just a want gift.
Well, and it can be something as simple as like, yeah, I went camping this time, and you know, I really could have used a fire starter. I didn't have it, and the simple, and you said it in one conversation, and all of a sudden, in your stocking or something, there's a fire starter, and you're like, they listened to me.
Okay, so
and that is, for me, that's meaningful. Like you listened to me say, maybe once or twice that I wanted something, and you remembered it.
Yeah,
like that's to me is meaningful.
Yeah, no,
it means I'm not being ignored like my children ignore me.
That's children's job, though, if you really think about it. But I think you're all right this time.
Yeah.
No, so something you mentioned something you mentioned. So growing up, we had stockings. I had a special stocking made up for me from one of my babysitters that
said
had
SOS.
My name. I wish it did. No, but I don't even know what happened to it. But it was like the sequins, and it had
got bedazzled.
It had my name on it, and then it was just like on the actual stocking part, on the actual like foot part, had like Santa Claus and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But we'd hang those up. But the way I grew up, we never did like stocking stuffers.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we do that for sure.
Never had done that before. Till more recently that started becoming a thing with my family.
So we do that with our stuff. We always start with the stockings. Everybody opens up the stocking stuffers. It's usually just really little stuff.
Like but I'll be favorite candy.
I'll be a sneaky butthead every once in a while and throw something really nice in there.
Yeah.
And so they're opening and they're like,
oh, see that.
So I did a really nice set of diamond earrings once for her. They were like $4,000 or $5,000. And
damn,
she like opens it up and was like, opened it and it was just like, she sat like,
are these fake?
She froze. She's like, cubic zirconia? Definitely not.
Yeah, so we never did that growing up. That was never a thing for us. That was just
So and it's weird for growing up for us. Like when I was with the family back when I was a kid, we did a Secret Santa. So everybody picked at Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Everybody picked. Well, and if you weren't there, they would pick for you. Like, okay, so and so's up, and you'd reach in and you'd pick a name out. And as long as it wasn't your name, you were good to go. So that's where we had some crazy gifts go back and forth between people because, like, my dad got my aunt one time and got her, I want to say it was like a vibrator or something. It was hilarious. And she opened it up and was like, and so there was always some sort of dirty gift that one of the adults gave to each other. And it would always turn it, and the kids, of course, like, oh, let me see. No. So, I mean, so that was one of those things that, like, we did. Which, and I know you've said before on the podcast about the funny gift thing that you've done, and passed it on, and that's part of that is what makes it fun. So it's hard here because like literally for Christmas now it's just me, the wife, and the kids. Yeah, because my family's so far away, we don't do that. Yeah, it makes it hard. It kind of stinks. I miss that part of it, having the extended family there and doing that. I kind of miss that. But that's the rigors of living 3,000 miles away.
Right. But I think those kind of traditions are what make Christmas, right? It's a
For sure.
very family event.
For sure.
But if you don't throw that stuff in, so that kind of thing for my family wasn't a thing until I kind of started doing it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like 8-9 years ago, and now it's become a thing. So we started. I think that was the first year we had done Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And when I did that, that was like the gag gift sitting on top of the actual gift.
Yeah.
So they, that was the first thing they saw.
Yep.
And it just so happened to go to my nephew the first year, which was hilarious. But now that's a tradition that
somebody gets a gag gift. Somebody's fired one off.
So now we started doing this year. Well, last few years we've done white elephant and a gag gift also. So you get both.
Well, see, and we're doing that with a club at our club Christmas party. Is that we're going to be doing the white elephant.
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of dangerous. So we changed the rules because before it was you could take somebody's gift up to twice,
and then which is normal.
Now we're doing, because we're a smaller group.
Yeah,
you can only take it once, and then that gift's off the table. Because we had people like the same gift getting taken like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
and it stunk because if you're So I was lucky. I actually drew the last number.
Yeah, so
I was like, I'm getting whatever I want.
First number and last number are pretty much you're good. Those are the good numbers to get.
Yep.
Because first number at the end of everything you get to steal.
Yep.
Which for people that don't do it, that's essentially what it comes down to. You pick one gift, you pick numbers, and you start picking gifts. And if you're the first one, well, there's really nothing to steal unless you.
So you get a final steal.
Yeah, you get the final steal. And if you're the last one, well, if you steal the first person's, or if you steal whatever gift.
Yeah.
They can't steal it back on that same turn, essentially. So you're good.
Yeah. So first and last is the best. Yep. But yeah, no, we do that. So it's fun. Like I really enjoy like a lot of the Christmas traditions. So like for me, one of the things we do Christmas morning, we pour mimosas and make cinnamon rolls, and that's our breakfast.
I forgot you said cinnamon rolls was your thing.
Oh yeah, cinnamon rolls. So we do cinnamon rolls and mimosas. And then while everybody's opening up gifts for cinnamon rolls and mimosas.
See, that's pretty cool. So
the wife and I get loaded. And then I go to, like, this year I got to work the next night.
Day.
I'm going to go right to bed. As soon as we're done opening gifts, I go to sleep for the rest of the day, and they're going to go hang out with grandma. So
that's pretty cool.
Kind of stinks I miss out hanging out with her because she cooks some great food. But the good thing is they're making me a plate to bring back.
Oh, there you go.
I'll be asleep most of the day.
So, like, for my family, we always do Christmas Eve. We've always done Christmas Eve. That's just how we've always done it. It's always Christmas Eve, usually after midnight, unless there's been times we've had to do it early because someone has to leave or whatever. Yeah. But for the most part, it's after midnight. You kind of send the kids to go to bed for a little bit, whatever. And then, oh, hey, Christmas presents.
Oh, Santa showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we do, for us, Christmas Eve is we go to Chinese food every year.
Chinese food?
Mm-hmm. Because you're open Christmas Eve.
Didn't know that.
Almost every Chinese restaurant is open all through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Did not know that. Well, no, let's learn something new every day.
Hey, it goes back to a Christmas story. Oh, shut up, doctor. The Idiots want to thank Sketchy Alias, one of our founding sponsors, for everything he has done for us. Sketchy works in vector-based design and has been working in the design field for 15 years.
His designs have been used on coins, apparel, websites, and logos. Sketchy is also a veteran who serves this great nation. Thank you for your friendship, work ethic, and service. Okay, since you brought that up.
Yeah.
So, Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah.
What are... Okay, so this is a hot topic of... Is... Die Hard.
Absolutely Christmas movie.
Christmas movie.
Absolutely a Christmas movie. If you say it, you're just communist. If you say it's not a Christmas movie, you're a communist.
So, Christmas movies, I guess, it's a debated topic if you really think about it.
No, a lot of people say, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's not based about Christmas. It happens at a Christmas party. Like, bad things can happen at a Christmas party. I'm just saying.
Well, when you think about it, it didn't fit into the Christmas tradition of the time.
Oh
right?
no, absolutely not. But it's its own tradition now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a cult thing now.
Yeah.
So
There's some diehard people who say that it's a Christmas story.
Oh jeez, I wasn't expecting that one. I should have expected that.
I'm just saying.
Home Alone.
Oh yeah, that's a Christmas movie for sure.
Absolutely,
That's a Christmas movie and a CPS story.
and a CPS story.
I left the kid there.
I left one of my 9 kids. Like Jesus.
Yeah,
Could
the
you
youngest
imagine?
one, of course, too.
Could you imagine though?
There's been times I want to leave the kids.
No, but could you imagine like having 9
Oh, how
kids?
bad would that feel when you're on the plane and like
that too.
that shouldn't happen because of
Yeah, but
tickets, but yeah.
at the same time, could you imagine having 9 kids?
No.
What the hell did the dad do that he could afford?
Day trader. That's what I'm going for. Day trader,
Well,
financial.
wasn't it Chicago, right?
I don't
Based
remember.
in Chicago, ain't it?
I don't remember.
that's
In the 90s, who could afford that? It was going to be some sort of day trader or something that some high-end exec.
Imagine buying a house like that nowadays.
Well, no, it's not even the house. It's the trip for 30 people to freaking Paris.
Yeah, that's
Who can afford the trip to Paris all first class? Everybody was first class.
true. That is true. I didn't even think about that.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I don't even think I've
I
ever
looked at
flown.
an upgrade when we flew to Qatar. Mm-hmm. I looked at an upgrade for that. It was like $30,000 to upgrade to first class.
Holy.
Or no, that was for like the little room thing.
Oh,
so I was like the super first class. But still, it was like
super first. Now we have super first class.
Oh my God.
That's just ridiculous.
on Qatar Airways, they have one that has a bedroom that you sleep in a bed that has a shower.
Damn,
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's on those new 777s or whatever, those big things that like it amazes me when you see like the size of like it's an actual bed. And it's like, wait, I gotta sit in this seat buckled in, and this
I gotta
guy's
sit
sleeping
this
in a
seat
bed.
that I barely fit into.
Yeah.
because it was made for people back in the 50s.
Well, like, yes, I'm fat and I understand that.
I was.
But at the same time, like shoulder width, like
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
seat
saying.
is in the center of my shoulder blades. Like, my shoulders go beyond the seat. There's
what I'm
nothing I
saying.
can do about that.
That's more what I was going at. Not that we're fat. Guys,
No, I'm going
but
with
that
fat,
we're-
but
that like
yeah,
we're
no.
bigger guys. We just
So like I had to laugh on the way back. My wife is in the aisle seat. I'm in the window seat, and we had this. I want to see if she was from Ukraine or somewhere
somewhere in that area.
Russian bloc area. And she falls asleep and put her head on my shoulder and like fell asleep on my shoulder and then like woke up partway through. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just drinking anyway. So I was drinking my whiskey and she's like, she had her head like, she ended up falling asleep with her head like on my lap.
Holy
Like
crap.
she like goes, oh, do you mind if I lift up the thing here? I'm like, no, I don't care. So she lifted up the armrest and like laid down across me. So I had my arm sitting on top of her. But like, it was like, whatever. I don't care. It's a 17-hour flight.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah. That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. You're right.
But I mean, like, what do you do at that point? Like, they just
You
want
just-
to.
Yeah, you can't
I
really
stopped.
do much.
I didn't say it.
You can't really do too much at that point. No, but it's those Christmas movies,
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
Christmas Story, my favorite of them all. I just love it.
Why?
Oh, he beats the crap out of the one kid who bullies him, and like, it's the whole story of him trying to get a little BB gun, and then
The
like
Red Ryder BB gun.
Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock. You know, hey, a 200 shot Red Ryder BB gun with the compass in the stock. I'm gonna shoot Black Bart, and like it just the whole story of like coming to the realization that like the dad understood what his kid really wanted. So they go through the whole thing. Well, I got pretty much everything, and he was thankful for everything that he got. And he's like, "Oh, wait, there's something right back there behind the table." And then he gets what he wants and shoots his own eye out. But I mean, like,
Shoot your own
but
eye out,
the
kid.
whole point is that those parents paid attention. Like, mom was not happy.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell she was not happy about
yeah.
the BB gun. But dad was like, I had one when I was his age. Like, get over it. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's-
kid's got to grow up eventually. And now that house is actually a museum.
Is it really?
It is. You can actually go there and go through and like they have all the old stuff in there now. They've got a leg lamp. I've got a leg lamp. I'm just saying I got a leg lamp in the front of the house. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It's a major award. It's Italian. Fragile. Must be Italian. But I mean, those are the things like that movie. Like it plays 24 hours a day on TBS every year.
Yeah.
And when we're opening gifts, we have that on. Doesn't matter where we turn it on. We don't care. That's not the point. Is it's on and playing. And Scott Farkas with his yellow teeth. And I love how he just swears and goes out of control. I was like, anyway.
So like for me, my Christmas tradition, like I've made a lot of my traditions, has been Elf. So I watch that every year.
That's because you're a millennial.
Well, and that's the thing. I remember seeing that when it came out in theaters. I watched
Elf is
it
honestly
in theaters.
hilarious.
It is.
It's
funny.
such a great movie. It really is.
And I think I think some of it just comes down to it's there's no real world comparison really.
No,
Like there's certain.
it's
parts
just
of
a
it,
fun movie.
Yeah, there's certain parts of it that are
Yeah,
you
like
can-
some of that disconnecting from parents. And,
Yeah, some of that. Like there's that connection, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's a funny movie.
No, I think that was billed as just a comedy Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And I think when you click the boxes for what you would think a comedy Christmas movie would have, it clicks all the boxes.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really a phenomenal movie. Whereas, like, you have these Hallmark movies.
Oh, jeez. They're just
I've
too
got
much.
my ex-girlfriend from the high school who never left the town, and I'm going to show up, and then we're going to have hot cocoa together, and then our friend who's there with us but not really a part of the movie is going to be like, you guys should be together, and I'm going to leave the person I'm currently with to be with you. Like,
Yeah.
every single one of them follows the same format.
So and
It's like
there's
Sweet Home Alabama is the same. It's just a Hallmark movie
Home
done in the
Alabama.
summer.
Yeah. So I've actually watched. There was a Netflix movie that came out. I don't remember what it was called. It was probably like last couple of years. I don't remember who I watched it with. One of the girls I had been dating at the time, and let's watch it. Sure.
Was
why
she
not?
46?
No.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
No.
Let's move on.
Absolutely not. Yeah, let's not go down that road. Watch it. It's a good movie, like as a standalone, but not really like it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the Hallmark movies. They're not Christmas movies. They're the love story movies.
Every single one of them's a love story.
And you're like, that's not Christmas.
No.
Yeah, it happens during Christmas and it's the Christmas BS, but it's not a Christmas movie. It's not like doesn't hit
Well, it's not
those
like
values.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Like
Scrooge.
that Scrooge, that's a good Christmas movie.
Yeah,
It talks about the values of Christmas, why it's important, etc. And even I would say Christmas Story to a portion of that does hit some of those. I mean, it doesn't hit all of them, obviously, but because honestly, Christmas is about Jesus being born and the birthday of Christ. When you look at it from a Catholic or a Christian perspective,
Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas, yeah,
Get the giving.
yeah,
The giving portion.
the giving of the
that stuff.
gifts from the three wise men, and that's kind of where it starts. And
Yeah.
and it's honestly, Coca-Cola did a really good job of marketing that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So, because I mean, in other areas, like Christmas is important, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's not crazy like it is here in the States.
No, and I think Christmas time for most people, it's a family. It's just a family event. You
Well,
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Most people who really celebrate Thanksgiving don't sit down and be like, well, I want to thank you for the pilgrims that came here to make this happen. No, it's let's give thanks to what happened over the year, not remembering this event that happened in the 1600s or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's not, but it's just a family thing.
Yeah, it's about
not
and
a love story. It's nothing like that.
No. And anything, in my mind, anything that can bring us back to family right now during these days where things aren't necessarily as family oriented as I wish they were, I think it's a good thing for us. And I say us as a group of people.
As a group, yeah. Because we don't have, and okay, let me preface the whole family thing with family doesn't necessarily mean your blood relatives.
Oh, no. It's your group of people that you consider your family.
Exactly. So I think that's a big thing. And those Hallmark Christmas movies, like you're saying, they don't hit family. It's
a story about my romantic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The romantic thing shouldn't have anything to do with Christmas. No. Honestly, it really shouldn't. Granted, Elf has a love story in it, but it's
not the main story.
No, it's just kind of the side quest.
Yeah,
so
side quest. Here, where are the NPCs over here? Well, it's like, oh God, what was the one? And I'm completely drawing a blank on the Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Or 34th Street?
I think it's 34, yeah.
Where it's like, this guy sees his life as he had died.
Yep.
And like, oh my God, all these things that I took for granted are so important to me now that I can't have them.
Yes.
And I think that is a phenomenal that's a Christmas tragedy movie in my mind. But I mean, it works out in the end because he's not really dead, but he's given his second chance. But I do think that's like, that's why I think Christmas is great and awesome for family time. But that's where I think it's so difficult for people sometimes, because there's people who have lost family, lost loved ones that don't get to be there for Christmas.
Yes. So since you're hitting that topic, this is just going to be just a little random excerpt of this. But we know that holidays can be difficult for people.
Yes.
And we recently had on someone that with mental health, all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure we're going to have on more people that are like that, that with the whole mental health thing. And the holidays are hard for people. So if you're going through a hard time and the holidays are a hard time for you, don't feel bad about reaching out to anybody.
Yep.
You know, and that's the thing that I've done. I've had people over that they don't have family, had them over to celebrate Christmas with us.
Yeah. If you're a law enforcement first responder, call Cop Line.
Yep.
They're there to listen to you, talk to you, talk to your local peer support teams. Military, reach out to your chaplains, reach out to your fellow warriors and talk to them. There's always going to be someone who's there who's willing to help and talk to you. So if you're having those type of situations around your holidays, please reach out to somebody. Yeah. Let those holidays remain bright for you and your immediate people, and look out for those around you. If you see somebody having a hard time, reach out to them, do what you can to make that holiday great for them.
And, you know, and
that's our little plug.
Yeah, that's our little. Yeah. And for anybody that's listening for this, like we're here. This was our whole reason to start. So we hopefully, like, obviously this is going to come out after Christmas, but you know, hopefully you can spend Christmas with us, if nothing else, and be able to
laugh a little bit at our stupidity.
Yeah, enjoy kind of the things we're doing. But Christmas is about quote unquote family.
Yes,
it really is. And it's about giving. And I think a lot of people have lost that.
Yeah.
That's not a top of the mind thing.
And giving doesn't have to be a gift.
No.
So like with us, every once in a while, I'm giving him my time to listen to him. I'm giving my true self to let him talk to me about the things that are going on. And he does the same for me. We we talk on a lot of times where we call and talk to each other, be like, oh, I can't believe this happened. But we're giving to each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes giving doesn't have to be a gift. It can be a hug. It can be just giving some time to talk to somebody, to listen.
Yes.
And that's so important. So important.
Yeah. And people, like we talked about, meaningful gifts. I think, honestly, those are probably some of the most meaningful gifts you can ever give to somebody. It doesn't have to be even Christmas time.
Yep.
But that's
like I said, last Christmas, I gave him my heart. The very next day, he took it away. Anyway.
And that's a, I feel like that's an important thing. We should,
I will not bring up Mariah Carey for this.
Yeah, please don't. So, and that's another good Christmas topic. We want to thank one of our founding sponsors who helped make all of this possible. The Legion of St. Michael Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club International is a 501c3 charitable organization that focuses on first responders and military families in need.
The Legion of St. Michael was founded in 2014 in Chicago, Illinois, in memory of fallen officers. If you are interested in helping to support the Legion of St. Michael in their endeavors to assist first responders and military families, please reach out to a local chapter or contact the idiots for a link for donations.
Christmas songs.
She has made millions on that song, and God bless her for it.
Absolutely.
But, I dread that song. So one of the guys in our office set up they did a decorating contest for the offices. Mm-hmm. And this dude went all out. He had one of the boxes that does the music and the flashing of the lights at the same time and set it up outside his office. And all I could hear for the last week has been Christmas music nonstop at the office. So I'm in there trying to type up a report and I hear Jingle Bells playing in the background and then it switches to the next song, nonstop. So I did some psyops with the previous shift because that's who he works for.
Yeah.
So as soon as I walked down to our muster, I turned it all the way up and walked away and I hear his boss go, "You son of a beep."
Yeah. See, so Christmas music is a big topic for people too, because people hate and love that Mariah Carey song.
Yes.
It's
a good song. Honestly, it's a really good song. I just am not going to give it any playtime.
I don't want to hear it.
She has better attorneys than I do.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to contribute to her millions of dollars this year.
But hearing it in November,
yeah.
Do you really want to?
I was laughing on Instagram that everybody kept posting this stuff it's time, and then it's has her melting.
Oh yeah,
getting ready for the song to come out. And I was like, no, God, no.
And so, Christmas music is a great topic if you really think about it, because it's when is a appropriate time
after Thanksgiving. So even for me, I don't put up Christmas lights until the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So but that's I am charged with at the day after Thanksgiving, because I always take Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving off.
Yeah.
If the lights aren't up by that weekend, I get yelled at. So as soon as Thanksgiving's done, the next day lights go up. Everything's up at the house.
And I agree. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, and it will come down typically by New Year's. So it depends on where Christmas falls during the week and where my days off are. But with it being a Wednesday, probably the weekend after Christmas, everything's down.
Okay, so when has it been too long to take down your Christmas?
I think if you make it a week past New Year's, where you've passed a weekend past New Year's, that's too long.
Okay, I could see that. I've done towards the end of January before taking stuff.
Too long.
But sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I agree. That's probably a good time to be taking those down.
Yeah, because it's okay to have lights up for New Year's because you're still in that holiday celebration. But the weekend after New Year's, now if New Year's is on a Sunday, I'll give you a week till that next Sunday to take them down, because it's a weekend, and I know we talk about real people in the real world have weekends off and we don't, but if you can't get it done in the week, it's got to be done by the week.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that. That's a appropriate amount of time, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think Christmas music on the whole top, this is a pet peeve for me, because
the day after Christmas music is over.
I'll give it to New Year's.
No.
I'll give it to New Year's.
Christmas is over.
1 week. That's 1 week.
That's like saying singing happy birthday to somebody a week after it happens. Nope.
Okay.
I'm done. After Christmas Day, no more Christmas music. It's over with. So my daughter and I on Christmas Eve before I go to work, we'll jump on the motorcycle and we'll drive through all the neighborhoods, and I'll play Christmas music on the motorcycle that's our thing. As we go out and take a look at the Christmas lights and play Christmas music on the motorcycle as we're driving around. So that's our tradition.
It's valid. And
then after that, I could care less, because the next day is Christmas Day, and so you're obviously playing it when you're open stuff. And after that, it's done. Nope, gone. Don't keep it around.
See, I could say to New Year's, because you're still in that spirit. You're still in that.
My spirit's gone on the 25th.
At the end of the day.
End of the day, it's gone. Disappeared.
But the whole Christmas thing, I know. Oh, geez, that it still bothers me to this day when they canceled "Baby It's Cold Outside."
Oh God, yeah. It's come back though. I've heard it a lot now.
Because it's a great song.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal.
It has nothing to do with what people were saying it had to do with.
No, it doesn't. It was a different time. It was a different era.
It was a conversation between two people about, I want to, like she wanted to stay in the song. And he's like, no, maybe you shouldn't. And then, but maybe it's cold outside. Maybe you should.
Yeah.
So they're talking about it. And, I don't want my mom to worry. Well, we'll let her know.
Like, it didn't have anything to do with it.
It's not.
And the worst part about it, the worst part that kills me the most is that same year,
WAP came out.
Yep.
Yeah, WAP is okay, but man, baby, it's cold outside.
Which is a very, like, it's not the most wholesome song, but it's fairly wholesome when you consider the time era.
Well, when you think about the time area, that song is written from her perspective, not from his.
Well, and even if you were to give it the idea of guys,
him trying to talk her into staying,
yes, it's still not bad.
It's not a wet ass.
Yes, it's still
I'm
not
beeped
that,
anyway.
No, I think that one's good.
Yeah,
I think we can say that, but it's not that.
No,
it was in an era of you play cat and mouse.
Yeah,
that was what they did back then.
Mom's gonna worry. Well, it's okay. You're with me.
Yeah,
We've
when
you break down the lyrics and then you put them next to the WAP lyrics, you're like, really? Like this is what you're worried about?
Yeah, but not this. Yeah. Granted, we grew up listening to some terrible stuff that we didn't know.
2 Live Crew. I remember listening to 2 Live Crew.
But that was the thing. We didn't know.
But I didn't try to cancel Baby It's Cold Outside at the same time I was listening to 2 Live Crew. And let's be honest.
And that's the thing. Have you ever listened to some songs that you used to listen to growing up?
Yeah.
And you're thinking,
I listened to that.
Oh my God! I used to listen to that. That's terrible.
We didn't necessarily know what it meant when we were listening to it. Yes. On some of it, some of it we absolutely did, but on some of it we didn't.
No, and so that's where we hit this road of, I know what this is as an adult.
Yes.
Well, maybe it's cold outside. Even then, some people as adults don't realize what it means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Inside Out as a perfect movie.
Yeah.
There's innuendo all through that movie.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you looked at it through the lens that the people used against Baby It's Cold Outside, you'd be like, well, how could this movie be in the theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy with the flowing hair is on her radar, and all the ladies are like, oh.
Yeah, it's
the same lens of stupidity that would be a problem. It's just ridiculous.
It is. It absolutely is. But on that note, I think we've hit our Christmas stuff.
I think we've hit our stockings. I think we've stockinged this up, and I think it's time to wrap it up like a present.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah. So,
on that note,
I'm going to say, live good.
Ride hard.
And we'll catch you next time.